Hi guys, I'm back. And last video I said we were probably just going to do a regular flip cup with the all the colors from the past 3 tile paintings. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to dump them all into one little cup here. Obviously you can see I have a painting that I painted over, and I kept going back and forth. I couldn't decide if I liked it, if I didn't like it, so I just said, you know what, we're just going to paint over it. So that's what we're doing. And all the same colors I am using from the previous painting. So, you know, if you guys want to see what colors they are, just go to the last painting, because I'll try and remember what colors they are. I know this one is Wasabi. And all of these are Anita's craft paints, other than the metallics. And the metallics are Artist Loft. This is Artist Loft Cobalt Blue. And then this is an Anita's. I've got all the pink. I don't want to put all the blues and greens together. Gotta mix it up a little bit. That was Taffeta Pink. This one is Daffodil. Let's go with some of, let's do some more of this Cobalt. There we go. And then some of this Heather. And let's go back to some of this, I don't remember what this blue is. Let's see. This blue is navy blue. Okay, and we're going to try putting some, stir it up. I did put silicone in these paints finally. And this is, I want to say, Island Blue. You can see that white is sinking. We're not going to put any black in. That's the only color we're not putting in there. I don't usually mix black and white in the same paintings. So let's put in some of this. This is, I want to say ripe apricot, I believe. Yep. Ripe apricot. And let's put some gold in there. Like the metallics don't tend to cooperate a lot. They tend to sort of disperse amongst everything. Typically metallics are some sort of medium, like a pouring medium, similar to floetrol, something like that, plus mica powder. That's how they get the metallic colors. So it's a little different than the pigments used in these regular paints. That's why they don't usually work the same way. Occasionally you do get lucky, I must say. I usually don't with metallics, but I'm putting them in there anyway because they're so pretty and I love them. And I'm really not paying attention to what order I'm putting any of this in. We're just dumping it all in there in layers, hoping for the best. Put a little bit more gold in there. Hoping to have a little bit of this left over because I'm going to probably just do some swipes, or you know, some little cards for some jewelry. I haven't done any jewelry in a long time. Put a little bit more of that green on top. There we go. Now it's about to spill, so we don't want to keep going. I did wet down this canvas, so you guys couldn't really see the painting I'm painting over and complain that I painted over a pretty painting, because yeah, it was kind of pretty, but not as exciting as I would want it to be. Okay, we're just gonna let it sit for a minute so some of the colors can sort of blend and mix and move around. Leave that sitting down so it can finish draining out. We got some pretty stuff going on there. We'll have some really pretty stuff once I torch it. I'm going to wipe my hands off real quick before I grab my torch. I'm doing much better with this torch. The last torch I had, I glued the little knobs together with all the paint, and I dropped it in resin at one point. Look at all the cells. Dropped it in resin at one point, and it pretty much sealed its fate. Ooh, we got lots of pretty going on. Lots of pretty. So we're definitely going to need a corner catcher. Do I have any corner catchers left? I only have small ones. Bummer. Okay, well, we'll have to use a small one. It's better than nothing. Ooh, look at all those pretty cells. That was a lot of paint in there. We still have a ton of paint left over, so that I'm not liking what's going on there. Those are what I call tidal pools because they have such a blending of all the different colors in them. They just look like tidal pools to me. And we've got some really cool cells along that row, but we're going to lose those, unfortunately. So let me get my palette knife and we will get these corners wet. Because I think the white paint that I painted over it is just about dry. There we go. Okay. And we have a lot of paint on there, so we're probably just going to let it all kind of roll over itself instead of wetting down the canvas. Well, maybe we'll take the edge and sort of wet it down this way. You're going to lose all that stuff on that edge anyway, so why not use, oh, I hate to lose those cells right there. But why not take advantage? Okay, so I'm really liking this area here. I think we'll save this. We're going to go for, although these yellow cells that are coming up through that cobalt blue are pretty cool looking. And remember, when you use a corner catcher, make sure you do not set it against the corner of your canvas. Make sure it's just against the edges. And that way, you won't lose the sides that you want to save. You'll just lose the corners, which is, you got to cover those up anyway. So, okay, there we go. Pull it down. Make sure you pull it down. Get that out of the way there. Go from corner to corner. I find when you go from one corner to the other corner, the opposite corner, it tends to make your cells stay more rounded, I think. That's pretty right there. I'd like to save that. That taffeta pink kind of takes over everything. There's that giant cell right there I'm not fond of. So get rid of that corner there. There we go. Bring it back towards the center. I'm not really sure which way to go. I think we're gonna, I don't know. I really like that. I don't want to lose that. We're gonna lose a lot of that though, I guarantee. I think we'll go off this corner. The cells over here are better than the ones in the opposite corner, I think. This is a slow process. I have a lot more patience now than I had. Whoops, I stuck my finger in it. Don't stick your finger in it, people. I have a lot more patience than I had to begin with this journey down the acrylic pouring rabbit hole. Now back to this corner. I don't want to lose much of that. Hoping we can get most of it to go off that little corner and then save some of that. Really don't like that big pink taffeta cell though. Oh, there's way too much pink in that corner. And we still did not get it all. Well, we'll worry about that corner later. Let's move our corner catcher out of the way. And we're just bringing it back towards the center so we can sort of balance it out a little bit. Okay. I don't know. I mean, this is... well, it is what it is. I'm not really sure if I'm loving this one. I like all the bright colors. Take off my gloves so I don't get paint all over my torch again. Need to take the palette knife and get these corners with something a little brighter than what is on there. Let's move that out of the way. Try and always use the same colors you had on your corner, although that's, I don't think that matches at all. It doesn't. Let's try that one. That's a little better. Oh, let's put something interesting in this corner here. There we go. Kind of like the stripes there. Let's move it back this way, see if we've got anything interesting over there. Not really. We got the green in that corner. Green and blue. Sometimes I like to cover up the corners with something completely different, just because it makes it a little more interesting. Okay. I feel like I need to do this corner over here with something a little more interesting than what's on that corner, but I think I'm going to leave that alone. I hope you guys can see that. I hope I haven't moved it too far out of view. Alright, let's take the torch to it. This is very interesting what's going on there. I'll give you a close-up of it in a second. This one, I'd like to bring up something in just to break up that pink a little bit. But that's the only one I'm really gonna try and help along a little bit. Okay. Well, I have to say, this one is interesting. Look at that down there. Let's see if we can keep you in focus. It's like a river system. I can't get it to focus really well. The colors are strange and the lines are strange, and it's interesting. Lots of little cells that came up later on. That's from the last little torching I did, and the cells grow a little bit. Look at just all the different colors all blended together, but still kind of separate. There's a critter right there. I'm not sure what that is, but that's definitely a critter. And see this right here, right through there. It's kind of what I'm talking about tidal pools. That's what it looks like to me. Oh. And there's the puppy dog drinking her water. Sorry, guys. But it is like, whew, it got really hot. It's been raining all week long, and now all of a sudden the sun came out and it is so hot and humid. Of course, Georgia is unbelievably humid all the time. Okay, that's a pretty little rainbow cell in there. Lots of pretties. Okay, guys, there's your pretty for today. Really a very interesting outcome. I like it. It's very bright and colorful. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this one. It's just kind of neat. So, yeah, we're going to let this one dry. Not going to do anything else to it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope wherever you're on the planet, you're having a lovely, lovely day and are happy and healthy. And thank you for supporting my channel, watching the ads for me. If you've donated to my channel recently, thank you very, very much for that. You guys are the only way that my channel can continue to grow. And yeah, you know, I've been saying for like a while now, I'd love to get to 100,000 subscribers, but I can't do that unless you guys subscribe to my channel. If you're watching my videos, just go ahead and subscribe. What can it hurt? You know, that way others can see, you know, what you guys are watching, and maybe they'll be interested in what I'm painting or creating. Yeah. I love you all. See you later. Bye.